Good evening. It is evening, as you can tell. It's dark. And I just got back from a going away party for a friend of mine, a girlfriend. I actually don't have very many girlfriends. I've moved around so much that, well, that's my excuse, but hey, maybe it's just me. I'm one of those people that it takes me a long time to like truly connect with people and I don't know, open up. But I had a really nice time at her going away party. She is the opposite of me in that way, in her personality, her social personality. And I love people like that because they draw out, all us introverts. And you could tell that she's just a very loved woman because there were so many people at the party that were like, oh, we're really gonna miss her. And it's people like that in your life that you're really grateful for. And I'm sad she's moving, but then of course we're moving too. So even if she wasn't moving, we'd be moving away from her. So I'm actually going upstairs to put on my sweats because I have on skinny jeans and this shirt with this scarf. And I'm gonna sit down and watch a movie. My husband said that he he's actually in Atlanta right now. Turn on this bright light. For corporate office, doing his training this weekend. And he said he bought Bohemian Rhapsody on Amazon Prime. So he said I could watch it too at home. Hopefully it works if we're both watching. I think it should work on different devices, There's Tori. She's probably mad at me because I didn't take her for a walk today. It was cold and rainy. Waiting for spring to come. Anyway, I just thought I would mention that, it's just, when I was driving home, I was very, deep in thought, and I was listening to the radio, and of course a good song came on and made me, I'm not a very social person, so when I do go out to things like that, I have all these deep thoughts, meeting new people. Like I met maybe 3 new people, maybe 4, I'm not sure. Probably just 3. But one gal, I was like, oh man, I wish I would have given her my business card because she was so cool and we could have stayed in touch through Facebook or text or something. I'm like, oh, when you're driving away, you're like, dang it. Why didn't I just reach in my purse and get my business card and give it to her? You kind of feel weird times like that because you're like, I'm not trying to sell my business to you. I guess I could have just said that. I'm just trying to find a way to stay in touch with you or connect with me on Facebook so we can maybe have coffee sometime. I'm not that person. I wish I was sometimes. I really do. I say I need to get better at that. It's just not my strength to be so outgoing. So I'm gonna work on it because I can tell now after I connect with people and meet new people, I can tell that it affects me for the better and that connection is what keeps us alive and it's what God wants us to do. He doesn't want us to stay isolated and comfortable and safe at home alone watching Netflix. He wants us to connect, and that helps us grow. That helps the person you meet grow. It helps you grow. More importantly, it helps you grow, but we all have something to give to each other, and I just feel like so many people are thirsty for that and don't even know it, me included. So that's kind of my deep thoughts that I was thinking on the way home. I'm like, I could have stayed and talked to this girl probably for 2 more hours and just gotten to know her whole life story. And I would like doing that kind of thing, but what is it with us now that we think other things are more valuable? Getting home, I'm thinking, I'm home alone for the first time in, 2 years or 3 years. I have an evening alone because my son's in a middle school retreat and my husband's out of town, and so I have the TV to all to myself, the house all to myself. And I'm selfishly thinking I want to get home so I can just, eat whatever dinner I want to make for myself. I don't have to cook for anybody else, and watch whatever show I want. I'm selfishly thinking all these things in the back of my head, and I gotta get home by 7, or because the time changes tonight too. I'm gonna lose an hour. Darn daylight savings time. I really don't like it. I don't know how you feel about it, but I don't like daylight savings time. Wish we would do away with that, like Arizona. Anyway, what is it that, you would, the value would be so much, skyrocketing, like, way more than sitting at home alone. The value would be so much more to sit there and get to know a person or a couple new people. And, of course, like, I'm thinking I want to grow my business. Well, that's what they say in my, my nail business. That's what they say. You need to connect with people. I'm just not practiced in that, and I need to get better. In my college years and my, teen years, my younger years, I always seemed to have a person that was outgoing and was an extrovert that would seek me out as a friend, so I didn't have to do the hard work of, putting myself out there so much. But when you become an adult in your 40s, when your kids are older, making new friends is difficult. I'm sure a lot of you know this. I'm not saying anything new or original. Just that, making new friends is hard. I hope that, I'm praying that when we move, I'm able to get out of my head and be able to meet new people and be more welcoming to new people so that I can make friends and we can make family friends and my son can have friends, all that. Just have more of a support system for each other, because we're not going to have any family there, so it would be great if we could meet other people with kids his age so that we could, swap sleepover nights or something like that, give the parents a break, things like that. We don't have friends like that here, because my husband and I are just really quite introverted and we don't put ourselves out there as much as we should. So those are my thoughts, and I'm excited for the move and excited to see what happens, but I am happy to be home, and it's nice to be home. And I am going to enjoy these 2 or whatever hours I have and, cook a cauliflower pizza or whatever and, enjoy this times. But just reflecting on that. That's all.